Greetings and welcome to Duke City Cruise episode 9er. Now I say 9er because the word 9 means no in German. And now, of course, I'm going to go ahead and tell you that if Duke City Cruise was a deck of cards, what I've done here was draw the following cards. I drew a Queen of Spades and a Nine of Spades. Now of all the cards that are hearts, diamonds, clubs, and spades, I like the Nine of Spades. Yes, the Niner of Spades, that is. The reason why? I found the card interesting ever since I picked up a deck of cards back when I was in elementary school. Anyhow, here we go. The cards have been played, and let's see what happens. The pilot and RIO, correction, the pilot and RIO are ready for takeoff. And now, they're going to patrol the outskirts of town, particularly the Sandoval County line, and they're going to come home to Duke City. Now, this episode is the last of the single digits, at least for Season 1, Duke City Cruise. And yes, the Nine of Spades has been drawn, along with I could have, would have, and should have said a Queen of Spades as well. And yes, they're being played. Ooh, a barrel roll. And a loop, a nice start to Duke City Cruise episode 9er. Now the crash settings were turned off, and now I must raise the gear. So in Duke City Cruise episode 9er, this is what happens. The mission, patrol and protect the Sandoval County line, and of course do some fighting against some drug compounds that were left behind by Thrax, including the other villains, of which he brought with him as well. And along with that, do the same thing for the town of Bernalillo, and eventually do the same thing for the city of Santa Fe, which happens to be the capital of the state of New Mexico. Now before we do that, we must convene with other aircraft/airplanes. And note how the wing angles have been changing on this meant-to-be Fleet Interceptor fighter plane. It's because I set the wing sweep/swing to auto. And not to mention, we're doing some maneuvers in order to do our job. Now the pilot in Rio, I obviously play as the pilot. We look at Duke City by doing exactly as the Tomcat is doing. Oops, hit the ground. Now we must raise the gear. Well, reassuringly, the crash settings are off. And now we're back in the air. The winds are straightening out, and we must go to Sandoval County line. But first, let's get other aircraft/airplanes in the air. Alright, we're making sure each and every corner of Duke City's airport is secure. And now, we must head for Sandoval County. Yes, to do some work. While we head for there, we take a few looks at the Sandia Mountains, including Capuan Snowplay area, to make sure that the area is okay. Yes, the F-14 Tomcat for Aerosoft still has glitches in the graphics, but I can't really do much about it for the time being, so please be patient, like I said. And we're at the Sandoval County line, and we're looking out to our left and our right to make sure that each and every corner is secure over there as well. Yes, we're in the outskirts of Duke City, the north end. Now, the drug compounds are exploding due to the fact that other aircraft/airplanes are fighting against those drug compounds as well. Not to mention other places that Thrax had left behind, including other villains he had brought with him. Now what I'm doing here in this video, it's very effective to check on Duke City to make sure that she's okay. Now that we've done those tricks, let's go ahead and do the same thing to the town of Bernalillo and Santa Fe, which is of course the city of the Holy Faith. Now, Bernalillo and Santa Fe have been infected by Thrax, a lot of which have been sick because of what Thrax did to that girl's father in Osmosis Jones. And now, of course, it seems to spread throughout Bernalillo somehow. And it seems to have spread throughout Santa Fe somehow. And now, we must make sure that the areas are okay. And I forgot to mention that other Tomcat/turkeys are in those towns as well. They are also doing the same things in Duke City Cruise in previous episodes. And some of which are returning to base. Balloon Fiesta Park is right out our window on the right, and Coronado Airport is to our left, as we are already coming back to Duke City. Now this will be the last landing before Duke City Cruise episode number 9 is done. Now we discussed the landing phase because here's why. Below 8,000 feet, sterile cockpit. Do not discuss anything else but you're flying. So what we're going to do here is we're going to make sure that the lights turn red somehow. And now that the lights are of course white, that means we're too high. But we'll fix that. The camera that captures the landing also goes faulty. However, ground personnel fixed that. Are we ready to land now? I think so. Let's see what our landing does. Outstanding, an almost perfect landing. I say almost because I cannot keep straight, and I can't stay down the center lines throughout the whole landing. So now we're back. Other cities, towns, and villages are also being secured as well, including the use of Tomcat/turkeys. We're back. Now we're coming out. And yes, I learned that you can and you may, of course, secure other towns near Duke City in these episodes because some extra credit will be given, and this includes Bernalillo and Santa Fe. Alright, the camera's fixed. Ground personnel closes the canopy, and now this episode is done. See you in episode 10, and so on.